Good morning. This is Giorgio Sarti. I'm here in beautiful location in Pompano Beach, Florida at the MarineMax facilities, introducing you the all-new Seadeck 7, which premiered in the Americas at the Palm Beach Boat Show. Before we move on the boat, let's take a look at the outside, at the exterior lines, perfectly shaped by Alberto Mancini, and a quick background on the Seadeck series, which firstly introduced in May 2024 with the Seadeck 6, and then we launched the Seadeck 7 in Cannes for the first time. Well, the concept of the Seadeck is to reconnect owners and guests with the nature. As you can see, the boat is very beautifully designed by Alberto Mancini, but everything connects you back to nature with this very open concept, a big fun island that we'll walk through in a little bit. But the whole concept is having a very organic, eco-friendly boat. 40% of the Seadeck is laminated in carbon fiber. That's the highest rate ever produced by Azimut. And the hull shape and the hull design has been optimized at its best in order to achieve hydroplaning at a lower speed in order to reduce consumption and be more efficient at any type of speed. And then moving on the boat, we'll really go through every single aspect of it. But another key aspect of the Seadeck is that every layer of the boat are not done in PVC, they're done with recycled plastic, so PET. And you're gonna see, I'm gonna point out a lot of elements on these boats which call back to the nature, to the organic DNA of the Seadeck series. So the first area obviously is the transom. Here we have a huge beach platform which can fit a Williams 325 or equivalent. The transformer that I am standing on right now would slides on the aft side of it and then lowers down, unfolding a beautiful staircase which has teak steps that will really connect you with the platform once it's at the level of the water. Once we step on the transom, the first area that I want to point out, of course, is on the port side, where we do have a big storage compartment which is drained. This can be used for fenders, lines, covers, anything you need, but also as an ice box. On top of it is a beautiful double barbecue furniture where the two lids could be used as countertop extensions if needed. So this is the perfect location, far away from the Fun Island, out here, so all the smoke would be outside, would not interfere with your guest on board. And once you're done cooking and enjoying your barbecue furniture, you will just, by the press of the button here and a quick push, it will back in place. Another very cool and showing how sleek the boat is, we do have the mooring area here with two winches, one per side, which are pop-up. So that whenever you're not using them, they will lower down and you have a very smooth and sleek transom area here. The Seadeck 7 features a garage for a jet ski. In this case would be a Sea-Doo Spark. And also obviously a lot of storage, which can be used for your water toys, inflatables, covers, and you name it. So as you see, there's the launching system for the jet ski. And whenever you're ready and you're out at the anchor and you want to launch your toys, what you simply have to do is open this little section here, which unfolds the railing system. And whenever your transom, the transformer is dropped down, you will simply unfold the launching system, and then by the use of the remote there, you just release the jet ski, you pull it down, and it goes straight on the water. Very smooth, very easy. And when you're done, you just pull it back in, and you're ready to go. On both sides, of course, we do have motorized cords, which obviously one is good enough for the boat, but whenever you have a lot of people on board and all the appliances on, including all the AC systems, you want to have maybe two of them. Well, one would be dedicated only for the air conditioning, and the second one would be supplying a power voltage to all the other systems. On the starboard side, a very cool feature is this shower. So this is a removable rod that just get plugs over here on the starboard side, and you just pull out the cockpit shower from this storage compartment here. And once you're ready, you plug it up there, and it provides refreshment to the entire transom area. Obviously, we do feature the manual bilge pump system. So this one would go either on the aft peak of the boat or the one that is located in the engine room. Here is the lever, and here would be your manual actuator. Same location for the city water inlet. So in this case, we do have the two water outlets located, the inlets located right here, handy and easy and away from the Fun Island. Let's get on from the port side. Here on the port side, we do have the fire extinguishing system and plenty of storage that can be used for any needs. While over here, we still have a little storage compartment as well that can be used for any need. While we step over to the Fun Island, which is the core of this boat, which features more than 450 square feet of space. This is really the center, the core of the boat, where we're really gonna be connected to the elements by several means. First of all, we have two openable wings, obviously independent. They're controlled by two actuators located on the side of the gunnel, and manual handrails that can be plugged in. And we feature obviously not one, but we can feature two hammocks. So on the starboard side here, we have this beautiful hammock, which is very comfortable, and I'll take advantage, honestly, to show you how comfortable it is. You can really be out here enjoying your time outside on the water, feeling the breeze, feeling the moment. You have plenty of view around you, so you can be connected with your guest as well. And we can feature one, obviously, on the port side. So since I'm here, let's take a look at all the sunbed furniture and the ample storage capacity that it provides. So first of all, we have a cube here, which is the large sunbed with 4 storage sections. I'm gonna just show you the 2 of them. Otherwise, it might take a little bit too much time, but in any case, it's symmetrical on the port side. And this sunbed obviously has a handrail right behind it, which has a beautiful glazing that will really have an exposure to the ocean, making this look more like a terrace rather than a regular cockpit. This is why we call it the Fun Island. Just forward of the sunbed, we do have a sofa, which is part of the alfresco dining area, which features on the starboard side a refrigerator with a draining system. This way you can have either your beverages or put some ice that will stay cold, and add whatever you need. On the port side instead, we do have just a drain ice box, which also could be used for any need. The alfresco dining features this beautiful table, which hosts up to 8 people, and it's very versatile because you can have it openable, and therefore, whenever you're ready to consume your meal, it just by the movement of one hand, you're gonna open the entire table and get it ready to accommodate up to 8 people. Whenever you're done, very simply close it down, pull in, and you're good. So another key focus here on the Fun Island, we do have furniture here, which features a sink, and then over here, a trash bin, and most importantly is this switch, which whenever you open, you're gonna see what's coming on the port side. It unfolds your cockpit docking station, which is disappearing flush with the bulwark of the boat. Obviously, the boat features Volvo IPS. It's twin 1350s for a maximum speed of approximately 32 knots. We're gonna look at the engine room a little later, but whenever you're done, this folds back in, it disappears. It's really beautifully done. Let's step a little bit forward to show the versatility of the Fun Island, especially thanks to the door, to the salon door. So it comes in 3 sections, and whenever you want to open it all, what you do is you go all the way to the starboard side, and by the simple actioning this lever over here, you can pull us up, it unlocks these rails that would fold back in both up and down, releasing the entire door, which is now able to pivot and open entirely in order to provide a seamless connection from the outdoor to the indoor, which makes this boat really, really unique. As you can see, there are no steps from the aft side of the sunbed all the way to the galley. So this is completely flush. This is beautiful. You have incredible views, a lot of fresh air coming in. And again, we were able to achieve these by hiding underneath these thick boards the water collection system. So this way you have a flush access to the salon. So I would say let's finish with the exteriors. Let's move to the bow. And we redesigned the side boarding gates with a new mechanism. The side boarding gates folds in, making it really accessible and really beautifully designed with a little thick insert there for the first step. So we really leave nothing uncovered. And then moving forward, look at how wide, how beautifully designed, how safe these side decks are, how tall the gunwale and the handrail is, which, by the way, it shows these pins here, which are used for your fenders, which comes with a line protected, and they would hang on the exterior, located in the interior in order to keep the line on the outside very clean and fresh. So moving to the bow, we do have pop-up cleats on the side, so midship. We have a large sunbed here on the bow area, protected by a sunshade sail with carbon fiber poles, which can be stored either on the garage or underneath this storage compartment here. So the fabrics on the exteriors on the Seadeck line are a fully recycled material called the libeccio. It's very highly stain resistant, highly heat resistant, but most importantly, it's eco-friendly. So everything that goes with this boat, with the Seadeck series, is calling back to eco-friendliness. So looking at the exterior, since we're on the bow, I'll take advantage and I will just show you every single storage area. So here you have a huge pocket, which can be used for your poles, for the fenders, for your covers. It really provides you with a massive amount of storage. Over this side as well is the chain pocket as well, so both connected, but you can see here would be the remote control for the winch. And then obviously the boat comes with the chain washing system. So this way, whenever you're pulling your anchor up, you can have it clean before the anchor drops back in the pocket. And last, most important, if I can ask you to come this side, I'll show you this, is also this compartment here will hide and protect the chain and the anchor release system. So this way you are able to walk around the bow, but still being able, whenever you need to do some technicalities, come here and access it really, really easily. Whenever you're done, it disappears. So we're here. I would like to finish the exteriors first. So we'll look at the crew quarter later. The crew quarter is located underneath my feet right now. We'll take a look at it later, but let's take a look at the Flybridge. And most importantly, one of the most exciting part of it, which is the staircase that leads to it, which, as you saw, it is not on the Fun Island. This way we were able to have a fully open, clean, smooth Fun Island. We're located there on the starboard side, and come take a look because it's absolutely stunning. And here is the staircase to the bridge, which is cut like hidden on the starboard side of the boat. And whenever you're looking at the boat from the outside, it looks like a design piece. It really came out fantastic, and it gives you a smooth, easy, and very wide access to the bridge, which features a plenty amount of space, a beautiful seating area here on the aft side, with this marvelous table, which actually can be converted and lowered through the switch, which is located here, and its ILO features. It drops it down all the way to the base of the sofa here, and through the addition of a filler cushion that obviously matches the finishing and the fabric of this sofa here, would turn this entire area into a massive sunbathing area. Right now we're covered with this bimini, which is electro-hydraulic, and it can be kept open during navigation up to cruising speed. But whenever you don't want to have it open and you want to be under the star in the middle of the night, you can really enjoy this as a sort of observatory as well, if you wish. And here on the starboard side, it features a little furniture with either a fridge or an ice maker, depending on what you want to have. A storage compartment on the bottom here. And then both the tops of both sections of the furniture are loose, so they can be used as trays that you can move around the boat on the bridge in order to serve your drinks and cocktails, leaving this top exposed. That can be used as a top extension, of course. And you have two holes here, so that makes it drained. And in case you have a smaller amount of people on the bridge, you could still use this one as a tray. And ideally, whenever you have this area with the filler cushion on top, but you want to have your cocktail safe without moving too much, you could use this smaller tray on top of the cushion so that your cocktail stays sitting there. So this turns this entire area into a very beautiful lounging that is very comfortable and user-friendly with a lot of people on. I can totally see like laying down 1, 2, 3, 4, up to 5 people easily, up including also the captain and the co-pilot. All the seating have storage, which would go all the way around. So this is a fiberglass furniture which is installed on top of the deck here. So you have access all around the sofa, and I'll show you also here on the port side, which is a little bigger, that it goes all the way around. So this provides you with a lot of storage capacity for your covers, for whatever you need to be taken away and dropped underneath there in order to enjoy the livability of this beautiful Flybridge. The pilot station, the helm station, features obviously a second docking station. As we saw from the Fun Island, we obviously have one here, full integrated. This one comes with a platinum package, so it's the highest end Garmin electronics package. You have the full control of the boat. As you can see, we feature the Garmin Surround View, which is really, really beautifully. It's a beautiful feature for a boat of this side because it gets you the bird's eye perspective, and when you're docking, it really enhances and makes it a little easier. If you want, you can have individual views for each camera that are spread around the boat, which are a total of 6. So you could be able to see exactly the view from one camera or the bird view, as we can see in the central section. So obviously we feature the typical Azimut steering wheel, which is it can be adjusted depending on how your driving style is. If you're standing, if you're sitting, the captain chair obviously can move and slide backward and forward. We do have here the controls for your electro-hydraulic bimini. This one can stay open at cruising speed, so you can operate this bimini whenever you're navigating, as long as you stay within the cruising speed. On the bow section of the Flybridge, we feature 2 additional storages. This one is drained, so it could be an ice box. This one also is drained, but constantly. So you could use this one as a garbage bin and this one as your ice box, or reversed, depending on your needs. Let's now take a look at the interiors. While transitioning from the starboard side, here's the other boarding gate, and obviously here would be your fuel tank, the cap for the fuel tank. There's one per side, so this way, depending on how you're docking the boat, you have easier access. Accessing the interiors, the first thing I want to point out is over here we do have hidden switches. As you can see, we have the Yacht plate here, which controls the light whenever is the scenario that you want to have. You could do all on, night vision, night mode, welcome mode, dimmer mode, or TV mode. Over this side are the regular switches, and this one actually operates the Fun Island awning, which is unfolding right here. And it covers the entire aft sunbed, providing shade to this area, so really protecting and assisting. This is the electrical one. We do have the option of having the manual. The manual one would have a rail, so you have to slide the shade in. The advantage of the manual is that it will be a little wider over to the stern side, but obviously the trade-off is that you will have to operate it manually. It comes with integrated poles. If you're wondering what these are for, they are very simple unlocking system here. You release this carbon fiber pole, which can be manually open here, and then you simply plug it over here, and then you lock it. So what this is for, as you can see, there's a little rail here. This is where you slide your privacy awning, which would be manual, same fabric as the electric awning that we have above us here. And it would slide in, and it would come all the way down here, and with 2 straps per pole, you're having your privacy shade in. So you're really protecting this area, even protecting from extra sunny days whenever it's too much and you want to have extra protection. That will come in and will still let the air flow through. So stepping in, back in, we do have over here, we said port side, ample storage. Here will be the technical area for the some plumbings and wiring. Over here is the remote for the control panel for the fan coil unit for the salon. On the starboard side, we have this beautifully designed furniture that has perfect shelving for your glassware, AV system, and then underneath here is the first fan coil unit. The supplier appointed at the realization of the air conditioning system for the Seadeck series is Klima Beko. And here we have the first unit, very easy. Once you have opened the storage and you remove these, there is a top here, you just unlock your filters, they come up, you just clean them, very handy, and then whenever you're done, you put them back in place and you're ready for your navigation. So the interior design comes from the hand of Tun Rodriguez Studio, who are really focusing on simple, minimizing the amount of material, increasing the quality, both of the material but also the perception. So you really feel with every inch or very details on these boats are extremely luxurious with this texture right here, the fabrics, the inserts, the canettato wood that you have on the boat. That really provides you with this sense of peace on the boat, making you really feeling good. And exterior design and interior design are marrying themselves really well, because if you look at everything that we have on the boat, how calm and gentle the design is, and at the same time how well connected with the exteriors, it really works the magic. So the window over there is basically full height, but it would have been easy on our side and also the designer side to design the gunnel like plain, all in fiberglass that came up. Instead, we wanted really to enhance the connection with the elements, with the water, and we cut that opening into the gunnel on both sides so you can really see through. So these are details, really highly researched, really beautifully engineered. It really brings this boat to the level that it really deserves, that it really wants to be at. The harmony between the designer and also the material selection, fabric selection that you can get with us is really, really important. As you can see here, all these details are called back in the owner's cabin on the forward bulkhead and other inserts as well. We have these beautifully designed handles that really are cozy, calm, tranquil, if you wish. And over here, you can see the texture and the fabric selected for this sofa alongside with the throw pillows here really are providing that sense of calm and coziness that the overall design of this boat comes with. Of course, we can provide you with different selection here. You can be more creative if you want. But again, you can look at how our menus, everything comes. Even though here we have different selection of fabrics, it really matches, it really marries the flow of the boat from port side all the way to starboard. If you look at this side, for example, we have the lacquered insert over here as well. And then it comes with this more, let's say, whiter color, shading up into this more, if you wish, towards the beige, that is matching the insert right here. So there really is a high research on every single details, even on the interior design, which are extremely important to us. So here in the salon, we have a lot of beautiful features. First of all, every single sofa you see on the boat comes with ample storage, with sturdy rams, as you can see. There's one here. I'll show you this one too, with the amplifier right here. And then obviously this one as well, would open longitudinally, providing ample storage. Last but not least, of course, over here on the port side, we do have another sofa with storage. And in case you were wondering if this is fixed or loose, this one is fixed. Another feature that connects you with the Element is that the Seadeck 7 comes on the port side with a massive openable window. It comes with the 4 locking air sections for both safety reasons, but at the same time, it also is providing guests on board the possibility of having several stopping areas, deciding on how much breeze you want in. So this is the first, second, third, and fourth. And whenever you're done and you want to have it closed, you just have to go backwards, keeping your handle up, and then lock it back in place. You may wonder where the TV is. We're on the Seadeck series. In order to have the boat really open, very accessible, we integrated a TV on the ceiling. The switch is located right here. And the TV comes off the ceiling, obviously located closer to the fixed side of the port side window in order not to have interference whenever you want to go in and out. And that is really perfect size for this boat and for this seating location, seating setup. Dining setup. So as you can see, we have a beautiful dining table here, which is very versatile, and I'll show you exactly how. So let me just move out these decorative elements. So first of all, this has a high-low mechanism, and whenever you prefer having a lounging setup and you're watching TV, you lower it down all the way to the bottom, and with these 2 beautifully designed legs with this black paint. And once it's lowered, there you go. You can take advantage, relax yourself, enjoy your television, your game, your football game, hockey game. Honestly, my favorite sport in America is hockey. And this is just the perfect setup. When instead you want to go back to your dining, you come back up, and I'll show you how to convert this table into a dining table. So 2 simple maneuvers. The first one is you pull this hook, and then you pull the table towards you. As you can see, you can do it with one hand. You open the top, and this is the first step. You may wonder, we're a little far away from this side, the fore side, so there's an extension here. And the top for that extension is safely located inside this storage compartment. So as you can see, we have the top here, which comes right here. It's openable like a book, and then sits right there. To keep it safely in place, over here there's a little leather pocket with 2 hooks. So what you simply have to do, before I destroy everything, is to safely lock the top right here. So once you have this located, you fix these two on the bottom of the table, and they will keep the top stable in position. Next is the galley, which is located forward on the main deck, and it features a flush countertop, very clean, very beautiful. Miele upgraded appliances, both for the cooktops and for the combined microwave oven. I think one thing that we always like to showcase is that the silverware always comes with the Azimut logo stamped on. This comes also with the china, which I'll show you later. We do have your spice storage compartment here. Additional storage underneath here. And ice maker right here. So we kept the Fun Island very clean, and this is the reason why the ice maker is located in the galley. While we move forward, here a little bit of storage and the garbage bin. Behind this is the inspection panel to the bottom of the sink with the plumbing system. The sink comes with a openable sink, obviously. There's a little pocket here for storage, and then we're featuring the incinerator right here, which is designed specifically for the American market, and a cool feature to add on to the boat. Over here, a lot of storage on this port side cabinet, while starboard of it is your dishwasher, conveniently sized for a vessel of this size. We have by the helm station 2 pockets here, provided with the sockets. So we have 4 outlets, receptacles total, which could be used for your coffee maker, for your blender, for your, you name it, they could be located right here very easily and very smooth. I was almost forgetting another aspect of the galley, which is important. Obviously, it comes with a massive hood, which really breathe all the smell from the cooktop outside. But at the same time, we do have a window here, electrically activated, which really helps the airflow in and out in order to keep the air clean and fresh. On the starboard side is your fridge. So this is the optional upgraded refrigeration capacity. The standard would be a smaller fridge, but with a wooden panel that matches the essence of the boat. In this case, we have an upgraded one, which really features the fridge, second fridge over here, and then a large freezer underneath. Over here by the pilot station, just underneath the captain and the co-pilot seat, we do have our china, the plate service with all the logos. And then just underneath it is all the china, the coffee cups. We're missing 2, we'll find them back. But this is really showing you the Azimut trademark, that little typical touch. So moving at the main helm, which is obviously replicating what we had on the Flybridge, we do have a massive visibility on each side of the boat. Very, very refreshing air conditioning. I want really to stress the beauty of this windshield because there's no midsection mullions. It is a one-piece. It's unbelievably designed and actually executed. You really have massive view, no obstruction wherever you are. And obviously the Garmin electronic is really, really user-friendly. So as you see from the Garmin, we can control the air conditioning and many other aspects of the boat. Regarding the air conditioning, which is featuring the Klima system, it combines all the all the areas on the boat here on the plotter, which can be controlled either individually, so you can really select your speed for each unit individually, or what you can do, you can select them all and change them all. So right now we're changing only the wheelhouse station, but if you select them all and then you set your temperature here, let's say 72.5 at 7 speed, you keep pressing save for 5 seconds and all of them will go to 72.5 and 7 speed mode. Here is the control of the chiller, which goes either winter or summer mode, and obviously in line with the DNA of the Seadeck series is the eco mode, which may not be that popular in Florida given the heat of the area, but it's obviously good to have. You can control your power, so the source. Right now we're in shore power 2, and which is the one providing voltage on the boat. You can check the status. You can look at the bilges and make sure that you can activate them manually. Obviously they would activate at the same time, like automatically. You can check your navigation mode, so you turn on your underwater lights, which are multicolors. You have the control over to your stairs and fly lights. You can turn them on and off here. Dashboard light to see how enlightened this is. The blowers, of course, in the engine room, on or off depending on the need. And then you have your navigation light mode too. So here you can control everything most important for the navigation. Levels, of course, we do have the gray water pump, which is located here, the black water pump level, and the water pump level. Of course, the fuel as well. You can check your alarm, history, status in order to make sure to keep everything on track. And then once we move to the efficiency plus mode, what you can do is go and check how you're navigating in order to make sure that you are at the most efficient navigation mode. You can check your power, so how much you're consuming, which is really useful in order also to check the battery status. And then on your service area, so where are the levels and what used to be. So you have the history in order to be able to check where you stand. Whenever you want instead to take a look at your Garmin surround view, you go here, you click on your area, and right here you already have the different views. As we mentioned on the bridge, here is the bird eye perspective, and then here you have the view from the aft stern camera. Here is the view from the bow camera. We are seeing the beautiful bow of our 32 meters here. And then of course what you can do is you can still change the view that you're having. In this case it will be the aft stern camera showing this side, so if you want to have more dedicated views you can do that. Let's try some other one, which will be this one, and here is on the aft port side. You can conveniently size these the way you want. It's very useful. And obviously the two screens are symmetrical, so you could do either on this screen or on that screen. It's absolutely, they are two combined screens, so you could do whatever you want, set them up as you want. We do have a lot of storage, a lot of let's say capacities for the customers, the owners, and their guests. So first of all, the captain chair comes with a high-low system, both up and down electrically, and also forward and backwards, so to find your best seating position. Over here is additional storage. Here are your platters. Up here is full storage. We're not done yet because your breaker panel is located behind these door here, really beautifully executed and easily accessible. And then I'll stand out to show you, the feature is we found storage everywhere we could. So there's an extra drawer here on this side, and last but not least is an extra storage underneath this step. So this could be for your documents or whatever is less important. Taking advantage of these is because obviously this boat could be receiving crew. So we designed the galley and the helm station with this starboard side door, so it would let the crew or the stew coming out the boat on this side in order not to interfere with the guests that are enjoying their hockey game on the salon. And obviously it goes with that we were also designing an additional separation, which is this pocket door. It comes in two sections and would divide the galley and the helm station from the salon. Very easily operable, and then it disappears and it goes flush over here. I think we touched all the most important, there could be a lot more to say. I think I touched the most important items on this area. One more thing is that here is another location for a fan coil, which will be located right there. And for the sofa area, we have two power outlets, which are hidden and flush with these. We didn't want to leave them exposed. So what we did is we just covered them up with this little lid, but they uncover a receptacle and a USB charger. This way you have at least four charging stations, let's say, on this sofa, providing you with a massive amount of power. I would say we can step down to the lower deck and go see the stay rooms and enjoy also this beautiful staircase. This is the staircase to the Flybridge. So what we're doing is we're just stepping down underneath it. And the first thing we're unfolding over this side is the dryer. So the boat comes with two separate units, washer and dryer. The washer is located here, while once we land, we have wooden floor on the steps and also on the landing of the lobby here. So I will take advantage and maybe we can start from the guest cabins. Here on the port side, we're featuring a double bed, which is the standard configuration. The option is to have two single beds, which we separated here. We have obviously a beautiful nightstand over here that comes in with two drawers, 1 and 2. The bed is really, really comfortable for two people. I'm approximately 6 feet, so you can see there's plenty of room. And comes with very, very good storage and obviously technical areas too. So in this case, we have another fan coil unit for this area, as you see, easily accessible. And then on this side, we're coming up, the hull is coming up, so that will be fixed. But on the aft side, instead, is a massive amount of storage. There we go. And then you also have beautifully designed space here with two cabinets right here. And then flush speakers, because of course the TV is right here, flush with the bulkhead and behind the mirror. So as we know, all the TVs right now, we're installing them behind mirrors, providing extra design other than functionality. So the door of the closet opens up, unfolding basically full height mirror, which provides you with really good mirroring capacity. We have the AV system here, and then over here is your control for the air conditioning, which we wanted to hide in order to keep the room really clean and flush. As you can see, there's plenty of technical inspection panels, which would be for the plumbing and the wiring. A hanging bar over here, and then plenty of space for the first guest cabin. Coming up here, we'll show you the head for the guest, which would also operate as a day head, because obviously it's connected to the portside guest cabin and to the main to the lobby on the lower deck. It features obviously plenty of space. We do have really a lot of storage with both hers and his, and then the midsection as well. So not to make anybody unhappy, it's a symmetrical. Everybody has its own space. We do have technical panels here, which gives you access to the side here, and as you can see, that's where the water, the condensation would get connected and released outside of the boat. And then it comes obviously with a beautiful, the door of the shower is beautifully executed. All the handles, the details are highly researched, as well as the sinks. I was almost skipping them, but I really want to stress this out. Even the cleaner for the toilet bowl, the paper towel holder right here features this bronze insert, which are called back on the handle of every door, which, as you can see, features this bronze insert with the wooden tops. Really piece of art from Tune Rodriguez's studio, who designed the interiors of the Seadeck series. So getting in the shower, we have plenty of space, as you can see. For myself, I could be sitting right here. So you have the control for the shower right here, located next to me, very handy. And plenty of space both for sitting, for standing, and then you have either your telephone shower here, obviously with the bronze design beautifully done, or of course the rain shower right here. Again, I'm around 6 feet, so you really have plenty of space. And not last but not least, we have hooks inside the showers, which in some cases you may give them for granted, but they really provide you with extra capacity, because whenever you're done, you know, swimming, enjoying the outside, and you want to come here and maybe get a shower, you just hang your wet clothes or the towels right here instead of having them hanging inside the bathroom itself. Moving forward to the VIP cabin, here we have a diagonally installed bed. So just going back to the design of the hull of this boat, of this series itself. So the Seadeck series features a hull design that is very wide at the stern and narrow at the bow. So these help achieving the planing speed, the planing mode at a much lower speed than regular planing hulls, but it comes with some trade-offs, of course. Getting closer to the bow, you have a narrower bow than usual planing hulls. So what we did is we located the crew quarter up front in order to gain more width for the VIP cabin. So in order to optimize the ergonomics, we installed the bed diagonally. So you do have pretty much good access on the port side. I'm stepping here on the step around the bed. I can really walk around it and almost have plenty of space for myself. Here we do have the nightstand for one side of the bed with an openable cabinet. Here, obviously the switches, but there is a storage that a little layer here that unfolds a blind that comes up and features a blackout system. So the inside the shade we stitched the blackout features. TV comes up over here for the bed, and of course we have an extra blind on this side. Over there is your AV system, and then plenty of storage here on this side, obviously on the other side as well for extra storage capacity. Here, before I do a mess with the decoration, let's open these drawers. So plenty of space as well over this side. And since I opened one, let's open the other one as well. Of course, plenty of storage over here. The bed itself as well, other than being, of course, a bed, it also shows plenty of storage. And the good thing is we have these already open, so I can come here and show you the freshwater tank, which is located right here. In the lobby, we have all the valves, which are conveniently located in order to be able to service them as much as needed. Let's take a look at the head, which obviously features the same inserts that we had on the guest head. We do have plenty of space here as well. This door again is really perfectly executed. The ergonomics are just incredible. In this case as well, I'm standing, rain shower, telephone shower right here. The control is right here for the shower. We have two hooks again. I mean, we're doing the best to increase livability on the boat in order to make life more enjoyable when you're stepping on it. Again, take a look at the beauty of this door. Curved glazing, the curve is really a challenge, an engineering challenge. It would have been so easy to just cut it square and fit the space or make it a sharp corner. We came out with this beautiful design, both on the trim up here and then of course with the glazing. This came out really magnificent with this tinted effect, which really comes super nice. Sink over here, got storage right behind it, and then over here also we have a little inspection panel that gives you access once again to the plumbing behind the sink. Once we come to the lobby, we have five, sorry, hatches. So first of all, we have this one, which is the pump for the gray water. And you can see the flow is perfectly indicated through the arrows on the plumbing. So it's giving you good visibility for any service purposes. Over here, we have instead the system. I think it's for the gray water, but you can and the black water. So you see this is how the water comes out. The discharge system. As you can see, we have the two valves. So both the blue and for the gray and the black one. What you need to do is just operate them occasionally in order to make sure that they don't seize. These two are check valves. So the check valves that we have here, sometimes you may have water trying to come up. So the check valves simply, they prevent the raw water from coming in the boat and accessing potentially your tanks. So these two are the check valves, which prevents that from happening. Okay, and we have the third one right here, which is the gray water tank. As you can see, this is specifically for the tank wash system. So whenever you want to wash the system, there's the inlet, and then it gives you access to all the plumbings to make sure that you have access to everything. And this is your sensor for the level of the water that is inside the tank. One more here. This is your gray water tank, just continuing. And then the last one will unfold the air conditioning sandbox. Over here on the starboard side, just next to the washer, we have the fourth stateroom, which is featuring two beds in the L shape, really well made from a design point of view. There's plenty of space. As you can see, there's one TV for this bed, one TV for the upper bank bed. There's plenty of storage because we have one cabinet here that goes all the way through underneath the end of the bed there, and another one over to this side. So really easy access. Showing right here, control for the air conditioning. Every single berth has its own receptacle. And then I will let you come in so I can show you that behind the door is a full-size mirror, really massive, that makes the cabin feel much bigger, which is already big because we're in two right now, we're standing easy, but it really makes it feel bigger. It increases the luminosity of the boat, of the cabin. Underneath this bed, we have big storage on this side with two hatches that gives access to the bilge underneath there, while over to this side, we have the fan coil unit. Access to the filter is very easy. And then the main part, the owner's cabin. I really believe it speaks for itself. The owner cabin is massive, beautiful. It's got plenty of details that shows the research from the designers, the Toon and Rodriguez studios, which main focus is to make it simple. But make it simple, not reducing the amount of materials or the concept of being less luxurious. Make it simple is like an Italian plate of spaghetti. It's a tomato sauce and it makes it so special. The less, the best. So that's their idea. As you can see, it's very cozy, it's very light, very gentle. The idea is, again, connect you with the nature, with the elements, and we have a very gentle design on this boat. You're stepping on recycled fishing nets. So this carpet right here is made out of recycled fishing nets, and you can really see the flow of this cabin really beautifully executed. This canettato on the side that unfolds the television, which I'm gonna open right now, featuring a 45 inches TV. As you can see, the TV is really fitting the space there. And then obviously on the two sides, we have large windows with a shade that incorporates the blackout feature. So the manual mechanism to lower it down, and then whenever it's down, it really blacks out the cabin. A lot of storage. Let's start from here. Is the closet with the safe. Right here is the AV system. Control for the air conditioning, hanging bar, plenty of storage. Drawer right here. And then a second one right here. So if the idea was, instead of having a very deep drawer here, we set a second one up here so it could be more convenient to have separated clothes to the both areas. You may wonder if this is the only mirror. Well, it is not. We'll show you in a little bit. This is just conveniently located behind this door, but it won't be the only mirror that we're featuring on this cabin. Over here is your fan coil underneath there for the cabin. So you can lift it up and you will see the filter is right there. Over this side, we're featuring a drawer for extra storage. And then of course, on the other side of the bed, there's additional storage, which has drawers. Over this side, we're featuring really amazingly, beautifully executed vanity furniture. First of all, we've got 3 storage pockets right here. Very convenient design. Here is an outlet as well, so you can have your computer charged there in case you want to work here, or you may want to work right here. Reason being is that the vanity furniture right here has a tilting mechanism and really conveniently located, so you can really use this area the best you want. So for hers, for the makeup, to getting ready for the gala evening, or it could also be some sort of studio. So you could use these connected to your power outlets and get back. Here, there's a big drawer right here, and then another one right here. And then of course we installed the full height mirror right here. So if you were wondering if that one was the only mirror in the cabin, of course it is not, as we are featuring this one. And then over this side, located on the aft side of the cabin, is the head, of course, which you can see is cut behind this area here. It provides, of course, natural additional insulation between the owner's cabin and the engine room. But then let's take a look at it because it's really beautiful. So once again, we have the shower right here with this fume effect door. Inside the shower, there's a massive amount of space. Here is your shampoo and soap holder. Rain shower, a lot of beautiful light and details. We have hooks as we have on the others. So there's 2 here, 1 behind me, plenty of space and really well designed. Over here we have an upgraded top, which is in a stone that makes it really nice. And it features 1 storage right here. 1 drawer right here. There's deep storage right here. And then right behind me, another deep storage. Beautifully designed also is this shelf. It looks like floating, so it provides you with additional storage and obviously with your soap and toothbrush holder. Last but not least, underneath the bed, of course, is plenty of storage, which provides you with a lot of space. 2 pockets right here. Underneath that inspection panel is the access to the bilge. So to keep and check how the bilge is clean and set up. As you can see, on each nightstand, we have power outlets, 2 receptacles on each one, and the USB ports. Of course, you may bring a glass of water down here, so these are protected with the GFI, which are located, the GFI switch is located in the electrical board for the cabin. And I would say we touched everything on the lower deck. We can get back to the main deck, and I want to take advantage to show you that what we've been walking on the main deck is not a carpet, but it's just an area rug that is unfolding this beautiful wooden floor. Reason of this area rug is, which is the same as we have on the lower deck, meaning coming from a recycled fishing net, was to protect the main deck, and it can be removed very easily because it's got the line to take it off from underneath this sofa, and of course, as you can see, 2 lines to take it off the legs of the dining table. I think we touched everything. There's so much more to say, but one important aspect I wanted to mention is that all our boats now, including the Seadeck 7, come with Starlink system. So the audio video system has an integrated Starlink system with access points whenever needed in order to distribute the Wi-Fi signal in equivalent way across the boat in each staterooms. And then, of course, we wired every single TV to the system. In this case, it will be located, the router will be located together with the AV system on the boat. And also, we removed the domes to make it looking so much cleaner, so much smoother at the exterior site. While we walk towards the crew quarter, let's also focus on additional details. We have cameras right here, which are still the Garmin camera system. They are integrated into the plotters. They're not connected with the Garmin surround view, which the first camera I will show you is right here for the stern area. It is located right here. So there are different cameras on different circuits, let's say, but this comes connected to the one that is in the engine room and is security safety cameras. Here we're walking towards the crew quarter, and as you can see, we're really safe over here. And missed this earlier, but let's take advantage. We do have a water outlet right here for deck washing. So this would avoid you to ride hoses all the way here to wash your decking. You can plug it here and then wash your decks. Crew quarter is located right here underneath this hatch. There's a little bit of tools inside, but it features a 2 bunk beds, which I will show you right away. And if you're wondering what all those boxes are, well, the boat comes with a spare parts kit, which we call Save the Moment, that are a set of spare parts componentries. They, as you can see, there's wipers. You do have like a black water pump, a fresh water pump, air conditioning, and extra zincs that comes with the boat in order to provide you that Save the Moment aspect that we were mentioning. So bunk bed here, bunk bed here. There's plenty of sockets. Right now it's a little busy, but we have lights there, and then right over here is a television for the crew. Big storage right here with a safe, and over here is really deep and comes with a hanging bar. There's audio system with the Fusion remote control right over here. And then over here is the head that incorporates the shower, and obviously we do have some storage with a mirror right above the sink. Sink is on this side, and the toilet bowl is on this side. So pretty much high. As you can see, I can stand very freely, and plenty of room for crew quarter. For what is designed as an owner-operated vessel, but conveniently, if you want to have crew on board, this will be plenty of space for a captain or for whomever may help you during your navigation. The most important part of the boat, the heart, brain, and lungs of the boat, is the engine room. So a lot starts from here, both with the design of the boat and all the appliances and all the features that it comes with. But of course, I mean, this is the core. So we're featuring twin IPS 1350. The boat comes standard with IPS 1200, but for this market, we go with the upgraded version, which provide the maximum speed of 31, 32 knots. And really, really effective. That's the best propulsion package you can possibly imagine for a boat of this type and of this DNA. Right behind me is the generator. It's a Kohler generator, 24 kilowatt. Really provides voltage power to the boat with everything on, including a generator. This really provides you with massive coverage. Over to this side is the exhaust for the generator. Right behind you is the Glendenning for short cord number 1. As you can see, is the motorized reel right there with its pocket. And moving over to this side, we have over here the filters, very easily located, conveniently located right here. You can absolutely service them easily, very handy in order to check everything for your engines. Let me open you these hatches right here so we can show that we have the Electro-C system. So the boat comes with a clear line system, and in this case it is already integrated into the hull. So this means that we do have fresh water coming in. The system basically works through chlorine that cleans the raw water in order to make it to have less barnacles generating and having a longer living system. Of course, this doesn't mean that you don't have to clean the filters, the strainers. You still have to do that. It just makes life a little easier with the less barnacles and less of them creating over time. We have the strainer right here for the generator. This one is for the engine. As you can see, there's the other one on the other side. Everything is well conveniently located. Bilge pump right here for easy access. These are easily maneuverable. As you can see, the valves, you can come here and check them constantly in order to prevent seizures. And then in front of it, we have, here we go. So that's the strainer for the Seakeeper. This one goes to the engine, and you will notice that it's basically symmetrical, like mirrored. There's a second strainer for the Seakeeper. Reason being is that we have two gyroscope right here. We have a Seakeeper 9 and a Seakeeper 6. The reason is that stability is never enough, and we wanted to add more stability capacity to the Seadeck 7, so we had room for 2 machines. We installed the 2 of them for extra stabilization along navigation and at the anchor, because obviously they work at 0 speed. Battery bank right there for the services. We're in between the 2 engines, and right above me here is your launching system for the jet ski. So this is basically where it sits, and here is where you have your railing for the jet ski. And coming here is, of course, the actuators for the winch of the jet ski. Here are the tank. We saw upstairs on the main deck where the 2 fueling areas are. Here is the floater for your sensor, so easily located, easily to access, in order to make sure to know that the floater, the sensor itself is well operated. Electrical panels, very conveniently located as well, easy to access. They come with this unlocking key to unfold everything behind. As you can see, everything has been labeled, and it's very well explained into the owner's manual what to find, how to eventually replace whatever needed. Everything is perfectly shaped in order to have easier access. Everything has become richer over the years, and therefore the execution had to become extremely important. The owner's manual that we have comes with the electrical diagrams, which helps understanding all these very clearly, and the captain or whomever will come and service the boat will have an easy access to it. And then, of course, this goes on both sides, for both the AC and DC panel. Everything is well labeled, safely installed, and easy to access. So what I mentioned earlier about the electro strainer system, you saw it was right here for the air conditioning, the raw water treatment for the air conditioning. Right here is the module. So what you can see here is if it's operating or if it's in a standby mode. It's located right behind the generator, and the supplier of this is Electro-C. Over this side, we do have the water heater here for the entire boat, of course, and then the Clima Beko air conditioning system So you can see this is the fresh water, well labeled, fresh water circuit. And then over here instead is for the air conditioning, which has a chiller system by Beko Klima. And underneath here, I just wanted to show you, we have the valves for the water accessing all the areas of the boat, in this case well labeled. And then over this side, we have the service batteries. I flipped them. So this is the service battery. In between the two seakeepers are the engines batteries. And this one is your second shore cord. So also this one very easy to access. As you can see, I could walk around the boat easily, smoothly, without any interference. And then before we leave, of course, here is your light that is easily relocating. And I take advantage to show you that the boat comes with a water maker predisposition. By predisposition, it means that it's pre-plumbed. As you can see, we have a through hull here with the filter. It is enclosed, but obviously that's where you would connect your water maker system. Everything is well installed, very well accessible. We do have plenty of room in this engine room. Although there is the garage for the jet ski, it really provides you with a lot of space. And then the last thing to point out again on the exterior is that, as you can see here, the ceiling area, but the aft side of the bridge is very well executed with this rounded shape. I wanted to point out that we got the Starlink antenna right on top of the mast for better coverage. Underneath it is the FLIR camera for night vision. And the upper side of this section of the aft of the bridge can come in two different settings. One is, as it is now, it's painted the same color as this, which is a gray bronze metallic, or you can fit the entire top there with solar panels that will charge your service batteries or whatever. If you have an electrical dinghy, it would charge your electrical dinghy. Well, I think that's about it. Again, this is Giorgio Sarti with Azimut Yachts Americas. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough, and I'm looking forward to seeing you with the next one. Thank you very much, and it's a ciao for now.